Hi guys, welcome back to my FFBE channel. If you're free to play player, have no fear, for Pastures is here. I'm going to talk about my first impressions of the latest units that have been announced. And so let's just head over to the Nier Automata banner news. And here we can see we actually have 5 units up for grabs, and that's bad, guys. That's very bad. And this is the thing about global versus JP, and I just got to rant here a bit, but global really gets a short end of stick when it comes to summons all the time, and especially for limited time units like Tillit, which I'm still salty about, okay, because I never got her, and now with Nier, the Nier banner, man. But anyway, let's go ahead. The 3-star base is 210. Great Trustmaster reward, mechanical heart, boost HP and spirit by 15%, and chance of restoring own HP when receiving a physical or magic attack. It's really good. But as a unit, only goes up to 5 stars. I doubt that you will ever use 210 in your team. But you want a few of the Trustmaster rewards there. And then next we have 9S, of course, the one that we must get, because his Trustmaster reward is probably the best in the game, besides Riku's. Even better than Dual Wheel and Get Yourself, okay? Because this gives you defense spirit plus 8, but that's not the best. The A06 or P shield actually gives you 40% damage mitigation if it follows the JP version, and it's up on the wiki, which we will see soon. And R020 basically gives you an 8-hit chain attack. It's really good. Later on, when you have 10-man raids, if you follow the JP version, yeah, and you can't use multiple of the same units, then you basically need a few, at least 2 pot 153s, so that you can perfectly chain with the 8-hit combo there. So really good unit, and as a debuffer, just amazing debuffer. Spread shield right off the bat gives you damage mitigation. Let me just check very quickly. Spread shield gives you 30% damage mitigation right off the bat. That is one of the best damage mitigation, non-build up kind of skills in the entire game. Okay, most of the non-build up skills that you can just cast on the first turn, it's only 20% damage mitigation. Okay. And I'll go into like Sakura has that, and a few other units. So that's one of the 4-star, and then somehow they added a global exclusive, and that's why I was really cheesed off when they announced the global exclusive units, 2 global exclusive units, because then basically with 2 4-star base units, a 4-star is going to be as hard to get as a 5-star, and that's what happened with the Tillit banner. And you need at least 2 9S's. So this is so cheesing off. I'm really upset about this. But never mind. Eve Trustmaster reward, HP 30%, defense or below a certain point. I mean, why would you ever use such a Trustmaster reward? You're just waiting to die. It's pathetic. Okay, so. But I don't know what's wrong with their stats here, but it says attack is 198. Eve's attack is 198. What? Are you kidding me? But anyway, he himself has damage mitigation, gather machine scraps. So that's interesting. Not the best, but okay, something to consider, I guess. And let me just check. It's 50% damage mitigation. Not too bad. And he is, if I'm not wrong, this guy is a counterer. Okay, he counters other people. And he has innate 40% attack increase and HP 30%, defense 10%. But he's not that. He's not that great. Okay. His new burst is 5 hit, but nothing else is a chain attack. Okay, Pillar of Light is only 2 hit, 4 times multiplier. So I don't know, man. I'm not sure that Eve is worth getting at all. Okay, 9S actually has a decent abilities in its kit. Next we get to the 5-star base, and 2B obviously, who is the one that we're very familiar with, Virtuous Contract, the Trustmaster, one of the best katanas you can get, attack 130 and gives you 20% MP, innate dual wield, and the other skills are whatever. But here it says attack 279. Whoa, 279. And that's because of some innate attack bonuses, so which we will get into. And then A2 attack 153 here, but don't be fooled by attack 153 because it's actually pretty much on par with 2B's one. It's just that it has conditions to it. But Beast Lord as a great sword is really good. Attack 125, defense plus 20%, and enables Beast Lord, which is deals damage to all enemies. So that is pretty beastly. Forgive the pun. It's basically a 2-hit 1.5 times AoE attack. You would never use Beast Roar, honestly speaking. Never. There's no way in heck you would ever use Beast Roar because he has A2 has much better attacks in her kit. So the question then is, do we go for A2 or 2B, the original or the global exclusive? Which one is better? And so I thought we'll just go through a brief comparison, and we'll just head over to the wiki here, and this is 2B right here, Virtuous Contract, the katana, and look here, attack 155, defense 140, magic 82, spirit 118. A2's stats, okay, attack 153, which is 2 less than 2B's, defense 142, which is 2 more, and then magic 85, spirit 121. Both magic and spirit are higher in A2, and actually I like the spirit much more. And so, okay, overall stats I would actually prefer A2 to 2B, okay? But let's get down to the equipment. And when you look at the equipment, they're basically the same pretty much. Yeah. So, what then do you get out of what then do you get out of 2B and A2? Okay, and here are the similar abilities. They both have innate dual wield. They both have this 100% mechanical unit killer. Where is it? Mechanical monsters. It's called different things. One is called E, and the other is Attacker Type 2. But whatever. Okay, it's basically a machine killer. 100% machine killer. It's really good. They both have a auto revive skill called Retry. And fatal damage 80% when HP is above 10% maximum time fight. And they both have this auto avoid, which 20% physical evasion and 10% magic evasion, which is great. And another similar non-ability which both of them have is they do not have native MP recovery. They do not have auto refresh in their kit. And that for me is a real downer because their skills require insane amounts of MP. Okay, just look at Self-Destruct 2B. It needs 99 MP, guys. 99. What on earth? So, oh man. But okay, now you say, Pasha Sensei, what about the skills in which they are different? And so let's go through 2B first. 2B has a 4 times multiplier, a 10 hit chain attack. Okay, it also has she also has 5, 8, 6. Okay, but you gotta they are weaker than the 10 hit chain attack. Okay, and in fact this is the good one, because if you manage to use avoid attack, which is activated by avoid, you get an 8 hit physical damage 9 times once, but then after that you get access to a 6 times speed, okay, which is really good. So one is 9 times and one is 6 times. So yeah, as a chainer, she is just awesome. Okay, but regularly you'll be using the 10 hit chain attack with 4 times multiplier. So speed, okay, and then she also has just in her innate kit, okay, close range attack boost +3 and +5, altogether 80% attack boost. And it's non-specific, it has no conditions attached to it, it's just a general, it's just straight up 80% bonus to attack. Great. And she has 40% HP increase. That's like, what? What? You gotta be kidding me. And so her HP is like here, 3.6, yeah, slightly lower, but overall it's gonna be boosted like mad. Slightly lower than A2's, but hey, with 40% it doesn't matter anymore. Okay, and then not only that, if she wants to, she has this 10 times multiplier physical damage ability with 99% HP sacrifice. So this self-destruct skill is really sweet. It costs 99 MP, but as a finisher, it is really awesome. So this is 10 times 4 maximum multiplier from chaining. It's 40 times. That's like I can't even do the math. Okay, like I don't know how great that is, but it sounds awesome. So that's 2B. How about A2, you ask? Well, A2 has access to the 4 times physical damage attack. In 2B it's 10 hit. In A2 is dash attack called, and it's called dash attack, and it's 7 hit. Okay, so it's less hit attacks. Okay, but under offensive heal combo, you can see that it's also 7 hit, and it actually has 100% HP drain. So wow, that's pretty sweet if you have the MP to keep it up, because obviously dash attack is cheaper than offensive heal combo. But the built-in HP recovery is very sweet. Okay, I have to say. On top of that, you also get attack 80% bonus, but you must have a great sword, and then something else, either a sword, a spear, or a fist. Okay, and then it gives you, depending on which one, defense, spirit 20%, or HP 30%. Okay, which is 10% less than the straight up 40% HP increase. So the conditional attack bonus, it's not as wonderful as you would like as a straight up unconditional bonus, right? But A2 is different because A2 is a counter attacking unit, and so as a counter attacker, there's 30% chance to counter with this skill called counter attack, and this skill counter attack is over here. Physical damage 3 times, it's 1 hit, but it negates 2 physical damage for 3 turns, and it's very sweet, guys. So as a main attacker, as a chainer, has a lot of negation, okay, The other interesting thing about A2 is that a lot of limit burst fill bonuses. So drop rate up +8, 150%. But not just that, inherited memories, which you can access by casting Inherit Will. Okay, and this is the thing. Okay, Inherit Will itself, and this is the best skill that A2 has, which makes it more interesting than 2B, is the Inherit Will. Recover 100% HP and MP. And then you get access to Inherited Memories. Once after you recover HP and MP, you can get your entire limit burst gauge filled to full. And you have a sweet 50% defense if you didn't already have it. Okay, so oh my gosh, this extra 100% HP MP recovery skill is very, very, very wonderful. Now, I don't really understand what the limit burst is trying to say, okay, but basically physical damage AoE, increase attack 250% for 4 turns to the caster. That's very, very insanely powerful. Awesome. But damage is split over 4 turns to caster. I have no idea what that means. But is it the damage that you're dealing to the enemy? Do you also get that damage but split over 4 turns? Then you really gotta make sure that you're not dealing millions and millions of damage, because then you're gonna kill yourself, right? So I don't know, you have attack 250% and then you die, and then damage to caster, like I don't know how Berserk works, but it sounds like Berserk would be such a skill to hurt yourself as well. So interesting unit. But if you ask me which one do I prefer overall, remember that both do not have MP recovery. Okay, you can see here, no MP recovery. And so this sweet ability, Inherit Will with A2, actually gives an edge to 2B. Okay, so for long-term battles, A2 is preferable. But straight up, if MP is not an issue, I actually prefer 2B slightly more because of the more versatile unconditional attack bonus and the 40% HP bonus, straight up. Okay, it's just really, really, really sweet, that 40% HP bonus. But yeah, as a counterer, A2 is just insanely good as well. And then it's a built-in chain leech attack with the chain, 7-hit chain. So A2 actually has a lot going for her as well. They're both good. If you drop one or the other, it's good. But having said that, between A2 and 2B, do you know who I prefer? I prefer this one, Veritas of the Dark. Why? Because Veritas of the Dark is just the better unit overall. And that's the stats right there, 150, 132, 121. That 121 is very sweet. Spirit and Defense 132 is very sweet as well. But, okay, auto refresh here. Okay, that's insanely good. But that's not the best thing about Veritas of the Dark. The best thing about Veritas of the Dark, actually there's two things, okay? Two things. The first is his attack. His attack actually has that double debuff. First, it ignores 50% defense. Secondly, is 50% dark resistance debuff. So you're hitting for twice as hard, 100% as hard. It's really, really, really sweet. Okay, I cannot stress that enough. Only the very, very top tier chainer attackers have this double debuff. Okay, ignore 50% defense and debuff element 50%. So Orlando has it, VD has it. So this is really, really insane. So even though it's a 7-chain attack, still deals more damage than 2B, than A2. They don't have the element buff. Okay, so that's That's serious. That's actually quite serious problem. The second skill though, which is really insane, is defensive barrier right off the bat. Remember I was talking about Sakura has defensive barrier? Straight off the bat, you can decrease damage mitigation by 20% AoE for 3 turns, guys. So, if in your kit you're finding it hard to get you survive that first, rather the second turn, usually there's a preemptive strike. Then the attack after that, you're finding it hard to survive. Man, straight off the bat, you can already cast defensive barrier. So, on this one unit, you have AoE survivability, and you have insane chain attacks, which you hit for a ton. And not only that, you have Osmos Blade, which is basically MP Drain. And by the way, actually, you can get Osmos Blade as a craftable ability, which I actually use on my build. Okay, so. But yeah, it's just so sweet. And the bonuses here for every stat, HP, MP, Defense, Spirit, all 20%. That's really good. And then 50% and 20% bonus attack, and increased magic as well. Like, oh my gosh, I don't know, man. And then you can actually auto debuff 100% dark resistance if you manage to counter. So I don't know. And innate immunity to blind, paralysis, and petrified, which 2B and A2 do not have immunity. So 2B and A2, to be sure, they're top tier units, but there's nothing like Veritas of the Dark, which is why I'm very sad I didn't manage to get Veritas of the Dark. If I got Veritas of the Dark, like, I'll be laughing to the bank all the way, because he's gonna be it for a very long time. Okay, the only straight up attacker that would beat VD is OK. Okay, Onion Knight with his 12 hit chain attack. Yeah, he is better. Okay. Oh, I forgot to say, that's actually a full break, right? 45% full break for 3 turns. Like, oh my gosh, impact is insanely good, guy. Costs 80 MP, but hey, he has Osmos Blade in his kit, so why worry? This is really good. And increased dark resistance for everyone. So I mean, come on, guys, come on. If you are able to get Veritas of the Dark, good for you. He is a better all-round unit than 2B and A2. Okay, and really, that's all I have to say about that. Okay, you want to aim in this banner for 9S. Okay, that's the one you want to aim. It's going to be hard because you're going to get a lot of troll Eves, lousy Eve. But the reason why you want that is because of port 153, and at least here, and I hope they data mined it correctly. I'm not sure if they did or it's just taken from JP, but basically Mirage is a 8 hit, 3 times physical damage AoE by the way. It's really good. And then of course the straight up 40% damage mitigation for 2 turns. Oh man, insanely good. And of course that treasure hunter scanner boost rate of items, and the heal. I mean, it's just this little guy, Pot 153. He's so cute. Right? What's the picture of it? Yeah, that's the pot right there, off the left shoulder of 9S. It's just the best Trust Master reward you can get in game right now. So if I were you, I would pull. I would definitely pull. I'm not sure that I'll go so far as what XCOM said to burn everything, but I would pull until I get 2 9Ss, and at 2 9Ss I'll stop, because then that sets you up for future 10-man builds. So that's it for me. Don't know what you think about the units, but these are my thoughts. Do comment below if you have other thoughts, or I missed out something that we should know about. Do let us know in the comments. And yeah, like and subscribe if you want to hear more updates. But I'll catch you tomorrow with the summon videos. So keep the faith, guys, and peace out.